Hey heroes, Jonathan here at Night Knowledge. Today we're looking at Galactic Civilizations IV Supernova. I'd like to thank Katie from Stardock who was able to get me a key so I can show it to you guys. In this game we're going to take command of a civilization that has just achieved faster than light travel, and this is the newest entry in the award-winning Space 4X strategy game series. We're going to explore the galaxy, colonize worlds, shape cultures, make alliances, fight wars, and pioneer new technologies. Let's jump right in so I can show you what the game is about. Hopefully we'll get some battles going on. We're going to do a small map, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the culture or civilization screen, and I've already created quite a few of my own, and there's a lot for you to choose from here. One of the big features of this game is the ability to create a custom civ, and you might say that's nothing special. But what's special about this game is that they actually use AI generation to help you create a culture of your choice. So I could say like so I can type in here. Maybe I like Rick and Morty, so maybe a pickle Rick civilization, and let's see if that is enough to give us a civilization. So I'm gonna do Pickle Rick and maybe Rick and Morty. Let's see what that does. We can pick our biology. So as you can see, we got carbon-based, aquatic, silicon-based, and synthetic. We'll go maybe, let's see, synthetic are robotic life forms. Silicone is made out of rocks and minerals. We'll go with carbon-based. And then we get to pick our cultural affinity. So as you can see here, we got totalitarianism, pacifism, nihilism, collectivism, and so forth. So let's see, what do you think a Rick and Morty Pickle Rick would be? Let's see, I think nihilism. That sounds like a Rick type of thing. Okay, so then at that point, let's switch this up. So these are the different behaviors of this faction, which I think affects a bit of the story, but I think more if you face these as a future civilization, this would be their behavior in the game. So let's see. Scientific, that sounds right. And what else would Pickle Rick do? Expansionist, cruel, peaceful, aggressive, merciless. I think he's pragmatic. Is he pragmatic? Pragmatic. Let's go for that. Okay, so let's generate. Okay, so here we go. So from cosmic chaos, we pickle our destiny. In the vast cosmic tapestry of rival factions vying for supremacy, Cosmic Vineyard, or Vineyard, emerges as a formidable force. Their enigmatic presence is shrouded in veils of mystery, akin to the elusive Pickle Rick. Okay, so it fills out the description of the civilization. It fills out the strengths and weaknesses. You can obviously fill it in yourself if you didn't like what the AI generated for you. And then we're going to click done. And now you're going to be able to select an image that matches your faction description. And once again, it's using AI technology. Now the thing is, if you're wondering, which is what I was wondering, is it taking art from across the internet, kind of like stealing from artists? And the answer is no. It actually takes it from all the previous Galactic Civilization games, and it is giving it to you. So it's parsing through that. So as you can see here, we have a few different options here, and I can generate more, but I think, let's see, this one kind of fits it quite well. So here we go. That's our Pickle Rick. Now we get to pick our homeworld name. What would be a good name for the homeworld for Pickle Rick? I don't know. We'll just leave it at Elysium. And then we can pick the planet type, whether it's a desert, whether it's a paradise, whether it's volcanic, and even to barren. We'll keep it at paradise. And then you could give it a leader name. So this is, we'll just do Pickle Rick, and we can give call signs. We can select the star systems here. So as you can see here, if we have the Sol system, it's a Terran solar system containing a class 28 terrestrial world and with 2 smaller worlds, or maybe we picked Drangia. So it starts with a volcanic world and 2 smaller worlds. So let's just randomly pick something. Hopefully ARB is okay. It's a randomized home system for minor races. It contains a class 14 world. That's not too good. Let's Hydra, a jungle world. Let's go for that. Not aquatic. Jeez. Okay, let's just stick with soul. Okay, let's go for abilities. So this is another part of the customization, which I really like. So here we go. Civilization abilities. You get to pick 2. And let's see, what do we want to give cybernetic? More power. Gives access to more powerful technologies and improvements for races who are not afraid to interface with superior technologies. That definitely sounds like a Rick and Morty type of thing. So cybernetic. What else? Empathy, archaeologists, engineers, hive mind, hopeful, inspired, local, intuitive. Let's see. Fertile, proliferation, resourceful, slavers, spores. Let's see. So I should probably read some of these to you. So spores start with the ability to deploy spores to a dead world to restore life. Each time a culture trait is gained, another charge is earned. So resilient. Ships are immune to nebula and access special Hyperion improvements. Let's see. Unwavering. Vigilant. War profiteers. Warriors. Let's see. What do you think fits Rick and Morty? Resourceful. Let's do that. We'll do resourceful cybernetic. And then we can pick our citizens, what our citizens look like. So I believe they actually, depending on what you pick, it actually has different bonuses. So we'll just go with humans, wherever they are, right here. Okay, so humans are known for their flexibility and productivity. They have lower expectations than the other species. Okay, we'll take that. And then we can pick what the look is of our ships, whether it's fleet ships like this, or maybe legendary ships, influence ships, doesn't really matter. And now here's some more trait points. So these are always set. We'll undo bureaucrats, because Pickle Rick would not want that. Let's see, clever. So clever, so you get 3 trait points, and you can go negative to increase the trait points. But I think we'll go with clever. What else do we want? Explorers, fast, veteran, brutal, courageous, miners, farmers, persuasive. Is Pickle Rick persuasive? I think so, in a way. And what else? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, since it's Rick, we'll give him clever +2, so plus 10% research. The final part of customizing your civilization is ship colors, ship styles, and you can individualize and customize each of your ship types. So colony ships, constructors, freighters, you can give them all these different types of designs. I'm not going to spend waste that time with you today, just to let you know that if you want a specific colony ship look, you can select it from here, and you select it from here. So you can make it look like a constructor ship, if you so like, or maybe this long type of ship, and so forth. You can also select the colors. So that's the Terran ones. Maybe we do this one. I think that's going to do it for the entire set. So let's see. Let's go with something red. Let's see. Red Death. It doesn't really look red. It looks like pink death. Salmon death. So I'm going to save this civilization. Yes. Ship style done. Okay. Okay. So here we go. We have our cosmic vineyard, and it's modeled after the Pickle Rick. So let's give that a try. So here we go. Here's the galaxy settings. In the future, there's going to be a bigger, better tutorial. In the future, there's supposed to be, I believe, a campaign mode. But right now, in the current state that it is from today's recording, there's only kind of like a sandbox, or not really a sandbox, but free-for-all mode. So we will increase the difficulty. They say even at normal, the computer will kick your ass. So I don't really want that, to be honest. So we'll go easy. Game pacing, we can do research rate, minor races, hostile entities, civilization proximity. We can choose the sizes. We're going to go for small so that we bump up to our opponents faster. We might encounter some hostile ones. Number of sectors, star frequency, resources, extreme planets, and habitable planets. And we can go further. So let's see, disable tech trading and so forth, but that's fine with me. Here we go. Now we can select our opponents. Let's remove some of these guys. And let's put in some more, what's it called, hostile type of guys. So we'll do the Drengen Empire. So they're known as slavers and unrelenting. They're intimidating, militant, brutal. So pretty bad. Let's see, do we have another thing that looks... How about these guys? These guys are the Ambrius Draken. They're also militant, unconvincing, rich, clever. Huh, okay. Let's give those guys a try. So we got 3 what would probably be what's it called? Friendly civs. We also got 2 probably hostile civs. Okay, so we've loaded in. It once again goes over the strengths and weaknesses of your civilization. We just built it. Here is the screen. Let's see. So this is basically the map. But if we picked a bigger map size, it could be this whole galaxy, kind of like Stellaris type of thing. You know, a really big area. So as you can see here, this is what we got, and it looks like we're in a corner, which is always a good thing. Let's see, and there's some worlds over there, or at least some stars. So let's see, we have Elysium over here. We start off with a flagship, which will do a lot of exploring and exploring, and they will find special items of interest and research them, and that'll bring up events for us. So let's actually just start him off. We will have him survey. Okay, so he sees something over here, an artifact anomaly. Artifacts are powerful relics of lost civilizations. They are rare, but give valuable resources. So the flagship's off doing that. We have probes, which are your main scouts of the game. So we're going to have them scout as well. And let's see, that's X to explore. I could obviously manually control it. So why don't I say go this way? And it'll free up or clear up the fog of war. And finally, we start off with a colony ship. And do we have any good planets in this solar system? Not really. We have this one right here, class 3, which I think the class dictates what your population would be, which is not very much. So that one, so not very good start. But that's, I think, in the settings, that's what we chose. So we can't complain about that. We could select auto colonize. Where's it going to go? So yeah, it's going to try to go there, but let's not do that. So let's leave that there. Here is our shipyard right here. And one of the first things it's going to tell us to do is it's going to tell us to make some sort of ship. But let's go in the bottom right and do what the game wants us to do. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to pick some research. So up here, this is the research screen. These, technically 2, but eventually 3 slots here. These are technologies, random technologies that will give you a 50% research boost, making it faster to research. So we got colonial policies. If I mouse over it, it tells you what I'll unlock and what it leads to. So as you become more experienced with the game, you'll know, oh, hey, I really want xeno-industrialization, so I should pick up colonial policies first. We got star-based modules, allows us to start building modules in our shipyards, and or we can pick one of the other research options, but these do not have the research bonus. So if there's something you really want, like maybe a universal translator to talk with other species, you might want to pick that up first, but something else might happen to get that instead. Let's go with this one, colonial policies. It unlocks the civilization screen and allows us to assign policies, something basic. So there we go, that's selected. Now, idle shipyard, just like I said. So this is the shipyard, and on the right-hand side, it shows you the type of ships you can make. We have a colony ship, a constructor, we have a supply ship, and we have a probe. So it tells us on the right-hand side, our military advisor is recommending a supply ship, which I think moves manufacturing points to places, but I don't think we have anywhere to move, so We don't need to worry about that. Our research advisor recommends a probe. I recommend that too, because we want to research more of the galaxy and hopefully make another outpost or core world as soon as possible. So we'll do that. You can set up a queue if you want as well. Just throw it out. How do I get rid of this? There we go. Just cancel. Do it like that. And of course, like any of these civilization games, you can create a new design for one of the ship types that you have. So I'm just going to start new design, and I'm going to cancel out of that. I'm probably not going to look at that today. I haven't really gotten to a point deep enough to be able to say this is how you design a ship properly. It's pretty easy. It works off a weight system. So like if a ship has 5 weight, then you can only put 5 weight worth of stuff in it. So like some guns will weigh 3 points, some will weigh 4 points, and so forth. Okay, so that's that, and I think that's all we're gonna do right now. We're gonna go. It's unlike Stellaris, where it's kind of like pause time, normal time, like time just goes, and then you can quicken time. This is like Master of Orion in that it's turn based. So we'll do a new month. There we go. Not right now. Okay, so now let's see, what do we have here? Planet management. This might remind you of, it reminds me of terraforming Mars. So this is our Elysium. This is our home world. I guess what the planet looks like. So let's take a look over here. This is our city capital, and on all of these tiles here, all these hexes, you can build a specific type of district, and you'll be able to unlock more districts through research. So right now we have agricultural, entertainment, financial, manufacturing, and research. Depending on what you build, it gives different bonuses. Like obviously agriculture, more food. More food probably means that you'll get citizens quicker, and more citizens means that they'll produce more. So there's also approval in this game. There's money in this game. So as you can see right up here, top left is our monthly income. Manufacturing, so that I believe we can build things faster, and research district. Kind of like any board game, which is what they kind of talk about. They focus that they modeled it kind of after a board game, which I personally love. So there is adjacency bonuses when building. So as you can see here, the capital city, which was randomly placed, but although when you colonize new worlds and you make it a core world, you'll be able to place a capital city on anywhere on that planet. Probably, hopefully, one that makes best use of the planet. So what the capital city basically does for adjacency bonuses, it gives +2 to the level of any district you make adjacent to it. The problem is, as you can see here, the capital city is in a corner, and it only will affect one tile or one hex, which is actually really bad. Like if I could, I would actually destroy it and move the capital somewhere else, but we're not going to do that. So as you can see here, a forest will increase the level of a manufacturing district by 1, but this capital city will give it by 2. So technically, if we make a manufacturing district, it should be level 4. And as you can see here, it's 3 levels higher. So let's do that to best make use of it. And there we go. So that's that. What else is next? Ship is idle. So our colony ship is idle. Let's move it in behind the scout ship, in the hopes that maybe when it goes over here, we find a habitable planet. It'll be faster to set up. As you can see over here, our flagship is scanning something, a capsule. Capsules are lost goods never recovered, escape pods, jettisoned contraband, or simply misplaced wares. They have miscellaneous effects. Okay, so let's keep going. Oh, here's something. Something's happening now. Okay, so we've researched colonial policies. So that allows us to enact an additional policy. We can do policy assignments, which we'll get right to, and it leads to new research. So let's pick a new tech. So as you can see, we can do research districts now, which I thought we had research. This allows us to improve research districts, or we can select artificial gravity, which will increase the movement of our ships by 1. Then we have artificial gravity, which will increase our movement speed of our ships, and it leads to other things. If I press and hold shift, I can mouse over, and it looks like it gives us special drives, which will decrease the hit points but make them even faster. So pretty cool. And what's logistics? I'm not really sure what logistics does in this game. Anyways, let's do more research districts. And not right now, please. And now let's look at our leaders. So leaders we can assign to different tasks in the game. And so for example, ministers, they will give you buffs, passive buffs for your entire empire. So each leader has 4 different stats: intelligence, social, diligence, and resolve. And each different type of stat affects different things. So for example, if we want a Minister of Exploration, we probably want diligence, a high diligence, which is actually this Kristen Kell. She narrowly escaped an arranged marriage. Okay. There's a lot of things on the screen, which I'll hopefully go through properly for you. Bottom right here is the loyalty. That dictates, at least right now in the game, whether a good thing or a bad thing is going to happen to this character. So you probably want to have a green symbol like Jennifer Liss. You probably don't want Mark Schnell because something bad will likely happen if it's below 30 apparently. So you can recruit some some leaders here. Now the thing is with Mark, he does have high research. Let's see. So we want someone with high blue, and we need someone with high social, and then we will most likely need some diplomats as well once we start meeting other cultures, and then we will need to have high social, the green. So let's start off with Kristen Kell. We'll make her the Minister of Exploration. As you can see, it gives us a bonus to moves for our ships, and increase the ship range by 12. So that's great. Let's go with Jennifer Liss due to her high loyalty. And let's see, what can we assign her to? We can assign her to, let's just figure that out. We'll get Matthew Grimier. And then let's see. So Jennifer and Matthew has the same amount of social, but Jennifer has higher intelligence. So we'll have Jennifer doing research, giving us an additional research or tech slot for choices, and increases our research pace. Then we'll have Matthew do our Minister of Colonization, giving us 10% more approval. Okay, so that's that. What's next? Empty policy slots. So we can assign a policy slot. We have coerce civilization, heart of the empire, IP theft, and land exploitation. Now, we unlocked that through our last research option, and I believe you can slot these in and out for when they suit you. So coerce colonization. If we are to colonize the galaxy, we will need to inspire citizens. This can be done through propaganda, incentives, or force. Doubles the population growth. That's pretty amazing. I like that. But that does decrease our approval. That's not too bad. Heart of the Empire. Our homeworld is the core of our civilization and the pinnacle of who we are as a people. Increases influence growth and gross income. Not bad. No negatives to that. IP theft. Our resourceful nature can be used to aggressively steal the bits of research from other civilizations. So we lose some diplomacy, but we get even better research. I kind of like that. And land exploitation will increase gross income, but at the cost of pollution. So let's go with coerced colonization so that we can have a better growth rate. Okay, so our approval rate is 51. That's okay. Okay, so that's that. Let's do the next turn. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? So we have another dead planet. Let's check over here. And then we will move there. I might have did that a little too fast. So here's Tepeku. Tepeku 1 is a class 0, is a dead world devoid of life. But there are some traits, as you saw before, that like the spores. I think we can put spores on here to make it a livable civilization, which I might try in the future. There are executive orders, which has been described by one of the executives as magic cards, like instant magic cards. So you pay control, which is this resource up here. You pay control to get some sort of benefit. So as you can see here, this will give us a free colony ship at the cost of -2 approval and cost 33 control. Otherwise, we have to rely on our shipyard and our manufacturing power to be able to make a shipyard, to have one, or to have a colony ship. We could do telescope takeover, where we pay 15 control to survey an area immediately, or we can print money. It costs more than half of our, or 60% of our control essentially, and this gives us 500 money. Let's do the telescope takeover, and then I get to pick a spot. Let's pick the direction. Let's go right here. There we go. So let's see what we got here. We got another dead planet, another dead planet, dead planet, dead planet, dead planet. Oh god, dead planet. That was a waste. Okay, so lots of dead planets, although we got some capsules here, we got some artifacts. Let's zoom out a little bit. But there is a resource right here, durantium. Enormously strong and pliable, durantium is required for most orbital improvements. So if we make a mining star base here, we can harvest that, and it'll add to our resources, which is tracked at the top here. Okay, so we did that. Unfortunately, that didn't pan out for us. So the colony ship will keep following the probe. Hopefully, we'll find something in this sector right here. Oh, what's this? District 1. Our survey ships cautiously approach the mysterious object. All sensors set to maximum gain. One of the universe's many secrets, perhaps a great danger or valuable treasure, will soon be revealed to us. So that sounds like our flagship finished the survey, and here's an event. Your flagship captain reports the discovery of a lost cargo container floating in space. Upon inspection, it contains an advanced missile weapon prototype. The device is unlike any seen before, and its origin remains a mystery. It could be used to add missile weapons to one of our ships. So as you can see, we get two options now in this event. We can keep the prototype and use it on a ship later, or we can sell it for money. So actually that would be like a nice 500 boost. We're going to store the missile, and now that I understand the game a little better, it's held here in the vault, and we can add this to a ship. Why don't we add it to our flagship right here? So the CVN Draymond. So it has, this is our flagship, and let's do it. Let's see what happens. There you go. I got an achievement here. So as you can see, can't really see it right here. We got high missile attack, some beam attack. So very cool. So our flagship just got stronger, and our flagship does gain experience. All ships gain experience over time, and then you'll be able to do some upgrades to it. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So it looks like District 1 here. This is a minor world. So we could, I haven't really figured out how we interact with these guys, like how to become friends with them. Let's see, let's take the probe. Let's eject them. I just want this guy. I don't want, no. There we go. Here, keep moving. No. Okay, let's move. Keep moving. Is there, what's this? This is a Class 1 poor planet. High pollution. Got bombarded. And yeah, it's mostly destroyed, but can still make good colonies to send resources back. Okay, so that's not good either. Unfortunately, we're getting a lot of bad luck, probably due to my settings. So I'm going to move the colony ship, keep tailing them over here. Oh, what's that? An artifact over here. So let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, so we're okay right now. So ideology has opened up for us. So let's take a look at that right now. Oh, looks like our flagship has leveled up. Let's level it up, see what options we have. So you select the ship, over here, there's the upgrade button. And these are the options right now. As you research new technologies, there'll be more options. And obviously, and some options require certain resources. So as you can see, if we did set up that mining station right here and get that durantium, if we get 3, we can get extended reinforced hull, giving us more hit points and or maybe more beam attack or more missile attack. Fortunately, we don't have those resources now. I want the bonuses. So let's take the hit points. This will be our fighting flagship. Crew quarters upgraded. Okay, sounds good. And what's happening next? Let's take a look at our cultural progression. So this is where we can spend culture points. This is apparently something that will affect more late game than early game, and it kind of tells a story about your civilization. So remember, we picked nihilism, and so nihilism once again believes in the rejection or denial of inherent meaning or value in life, often extending to the concepts such as morality, religion, and purpose, which definitely is Pickle Rick type of thing. So if we took this, so every turn you'll be earning some culture points, and this one here, if we select this one here, which is detached, our society has grown so detached from consumerism that there is plenty of excess goods. So we get 3 free supply ships and 10% income on all worlds. This is not very helpful right now because of the fact that we only have 1 world. So I don't think that's really good. It leads to realism. Alien civs will value your trades more. Criminal ties, unlock crime wave executive order. Exploitation, moral relativism. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold right now. Okay, so let's see, what other things? Progressivism. Maybe this will be better. Approval boost after discovering a new technology and +3 research. I think we're going to go with Eureka, so we will have to wait a few turns to get the 9 culture points to unlock it. So let's ignore that. And what event have we stumbled upon? Encounter with the monstrous cage. Our ship has stumbled upon a peculiar artifact adrift in the cold void of space. It appears to be a cage, but not for any ordinary creature. This containment unit was designed for something monstrous. We have 2 clear options: keep the artifact and possibly unleash the beast at a strategic moment, or study the cage's advanced technology, risking the inadvertent release of the captive creature. I'm going to study for technology. Okay, and we have a new research tech completed. We got research districts, so now we can have the technological capital, which is a spot, hex improvement on the planet screen. So this will give +3 research to adjacent research tiles or districts. So very good. Let's see, orbital research. So this is, we got upgrade research, increases the level of our research districts. Ooh, colony unique, pretty good. Research grants, that's a policy, which I believe was down here. Cool. So let's take a look what options we have now. So we can select armed shuttles. It allows construction of armed spacecraft and provides us 2 free warships. I like that. Once again, artificial gravity or xeno research allows us to start training new generation of scientists. Let's go with the armed shuttles to protect ourselves. There we go. And it looks like right off the bat, we get those ships, which is kind of odd. I feel like you should get it afterwards, but who's to complain? I'll take it. And right now, I'm going to store these. You know what? Let's have those ships do scouting as well, because our probe is all alone. Okay, so there we go. We got our 2 ships going over there. They are, let's see, what else? Let's see, policies. What happened to our policies? Let's see, policy. I thought policies was... This wasn't that. Wasn't this. Okay, we're fine. Let's go. Okay, so what do we got here? We have a class 2 poor, highly polluted volcanic location. Not great. Here is a class 20, is an excellent planet. It is a desert, so maybe Tatooine. Let's see. So there we go, and class 0. So I think this is where we'll make our first colony ship, and knowing our luck, we will find something even better afterwards. So now that we've done that, I'm going to have my probe do some auto exploring. There we go. And we finished space weapons. So that gives us some weapons for customizing our ships. Particle beams, Gauss cannons, Helios rockets, and this leads to weapons systems. So plus bonuses to our attacks, looks like. So we got planetology as our next option, artificial gravity, space doctrine to unlock frigate class ships. I like that, but let's keep improving our world. Okay, so there's our ships going off. I'm surprised we haven't bumped into anyone. And kind of like Master of Orion, you have these news updates to tell you who is doing the most research, and we don't know the other civilizations, so we don't know who's doing the best right now. If we can, I'd like to make a construction ship, make one right here to start getting some or earning some Durantium. Okay, who's next? Okay, so back here. Oh, looks like we met someone. A being in much the same shape as a crustacean wobbles cheerfully on our view screen. A jumble of eyes and legs. A gentle shimmer suggests the creature and its kin working behind him are underwater at the moment. The creature clicks and snaps his claws in our direction, no doubt trying to say something. Hard to say what it could be at this point. You need to research the universal translator. So, huh? What? Fake smile and nod as if you understand, then proceed to close the incoming message. We'll do that. Okay. We have encountered the Manti. As of yet, we've been unable to communicate with them, but our scientists claim that they can develop the universal translation technology if they're given the time and resources. What are your orders? So, we can assign our scientists to the task when we have time. So as if you remember, the universal translator was on the right hand side. It wasn't unfortunately one of those options where it was 50% cheaper. Or we can wait 10 months and pay for a private corporation to do the work for us, costing us basically almost a third of our money. Let's contact a private corporation to do the work. And we can research other things. So we're able to colonize this planet. We will call this Tatooine. Hopefully I'm spelling it correctly. I think I'm missing a T. With the establishment of this colony, we've taken our first steps into the galaxy. Our colonists represent everything that makes our people great, and with that, they'll have every chance of thriving on this new alien world. Okay. The intense background radiation of Tatooine occasionally causes strange interference patterns in display screens around your colony, and recently these patterns have shown signs of intelligent thought. Your scientists trace the pattern to crystal outcroppings around your colony. Studying this new form of intelligence could open the door to incredible breakthroughs in the understanding of life. On the other hand, those crystals are pretty valuable looking. What are your orders? So, as you can see, you come across lots of different events, and you can benefit from your choices. So we could attempt to communicate with the crystal, giving us, there's a persuasion check, 40% chance of success. As you can see, egalitarian cultural awareness. That makes it easier to unlock a specific culture slot. So I don't think we're going to do that. Study the crystals to find out what's happening, or crystals are valuable, mine and sell them. I think Pickle Rick would, Pickle Rick usually would sell, I think. But also, he might study them to see what he could do with them. So, let's go with that. Study the crystals, find out what's happening. So that helps our progressism right here. So as you can see here, we have enough points to unlock Eureka. So once again, abandon the fear of change and embrace discovery. So we'll select that. And we can unlock future progressism. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm so sick right now. Okay, so new research. We have the private corporation doing a universal translator. So let's keep going with what we have. Let's xenobiology to improve the quality of our worlds. Okay, so there's Tatooine. I should probably respell because I think it's 2 T's. So let's see. It should be as easy as this. Yep. Tatooine. There we go. I think that's it. Okay, and there's an idle ship over here. Okay, so here we got more Durantium right here. Let's see if we can move it around. Let's see. Explore. I'll have him explore now. Another event. Our flagship has stumbled upon an artifact of the ancient Arnor civilization. It is a device with the stunning capability to transform lifeless worlds into habitable ones. Should we preserve it or harvest it for parts? So we preserve the past, we take the artifact, store it in the vaults, we may find a world worthy of its power. Interesting. Or we can profit from the past. That sounds like a pickle Rick we will sell. Okay. That's that. Let's see if we found anything interesting here. It looks like we found a class 1 Jotunheim. Poor planet, kind of high pollution, low gravity, not great. And over here is another dead planet. What do we got over here? The first one that the fighter found was a class 1 volcanic planet. Also not good. So not good options right now at all. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize I had more. Okay. What? We just made something new here. This is another probe. Took us a long time to get a probe. So let's auto explore for you. And there is another ship that is idle. We'll have you explore as well. Don't know why you went backwards though. And then idle shipyard. Okay, so we made a colony ship. Let's make that constructor ship so that we can make that mining, what's it called? The mining place. Mining outpost. Okay, another turn. Surprise. Oh yeah, we still came across the Manti and they're right. Oh. They made one right here. So they colonized the volcanic planet while we colonized Tatooine over here. So we got to be careful about that. Hopefully they don't want to fight. Speaking of which, now if we want to be able to make improvements to the planet versus just have it as a colony sending resources back to the home planet, we could assign a governor to Tatooine. Let's see. Do we have anyone? Let's see. So for this place, as you can see here, for a governor, you want to have, what's it? You want to have high diligence and apparently social and even intelligence. I think you just need high stats and everything because resolve will help for making good commanders for defending the world. So who has a lot of high stats? We got a lot of bad leaders here. We got still Mark Schnell. What's special about him? 20% growth when assigned as a governor. Oh, okay, that's half decent. He does have low loyalty though. Ryan Mai, she is equalitarian, increases equality ideology, and libertarian, increases individualism ideology. Not so great stats. Then we have Akil Bree. Okay, and -2 social. Oh man, I got some really bad options. I think if anyone, we should probably go with Ryan. Let's go with it. Has been known to violently enforce the use of proper grammar. Huh. Okay, so let's assign her as governor of Tatooine over here. And then that means we should be able to double click here. And as you can see here, we can go and start improving this world. What's special about this planet? We got an ancient wonder where if we put a research district, it'll give +3, which is really amazing. We got mineral rich spot right here, +2 to manufacturing. A ravine, +1 to wealth, +1 to manufacturing, and +1 to military. I think we're going to make our core world capital right. We want to make best use. Technically, the best spot is right here because it'll make use of how many adjacent? 6 adjacent hexes. But which isn't a bad option. Let's do that right on the right there. Okay, and with that created, what shall we make? Let's make something on the volcanic rifts. Let's make a manufacturing district right here. So it'll get the +1 bonus from the core world capital and +1 for the volcanic rifts. So it'll be a level 3 manufacturing district. There we go. Okay, what else? Idle core world. So the core world finished making the manufacturing district. So we should be able to manufacture a little bit better. Let's see, what do we have up here? Silicates. This exotic material is useful in constructing powerful research data banks. +2 to research. +3 to wealth. What do we have here? Nanite transmitter. Upgrade this artifact to unlock charges that will create a warship. Hell yes. I think that is the amount of turns, is months to complete. 21 months. That's a lot of months. 21 turns. Let's see. And wealth, influence, and we have that capital mainframe, which will give us the bonus to research. Or we got the +2 levels to military and manufacturing. So if I put this right here or here, it'll give even higher bonuses here. I'm going to put it right here, and it'll hopefully be fine. Let's do another manufacturing one. 4 levels higher. That's amazing. Okay, let's see. How does this area look? You know what? I'm going to send my fighters over there to support. Okay, that's my probe. Where are all my fighter ships? Here's one. I'll send them over here to protect Tatooine. And I can also go over here and I think there he is. And I'll send him over to Tatooine as well to back it up. So here's an event. As you remember, Ryan Mai was not a leader of poor loyalty, and we've encountered something bad. Ryan Mai, governor of Tatooine, has done a poor job of setting up a justice system on their planet. Instead of dealing with it locally, they are requesting our capital lawmakers deal with the problem. It is disappointing that such measures are needed to deal with one governor's incompetence, but we have little choice if we don't want crime to grow on Tatooine. So we can send help, we increase the loyalty, decrease the crime and cost money, or this is their problem to deal with, we lose loyalty and increase crime, or we can investigate signs of crime and corruption starting with the inept governor. So we lose loyalty, but also decrease crime and gain some control. I think we are going to send help. We have money right now. 1,300 ain't great, but let's help him out. Although I don't think that's what Pickle Rick would do. That's your problem. Okay, so another event. Our people would like to send a beacon out into the universe, a message to the other seafaring races we will one day meet. What would you like this message to be? Send a message of peace and hope? It's a waste of time. Put the resources towards more practical measures? Or send a message telling them to prepare for the eventual enslavement? Let's go with, let's see. It's a waste of time. Put the resources towards practical measures. That's a Rick and Morty thing. Okay, there we go. Got to watch this area here. Probably start making some warships just in case, you know, those Manti are hostile. They didn't seem hostile though. Okay, so civilization with the most colonized worlds. Manti cluster seems to be the least, but it must be tied because we only have 2, and I don't think that planet over here is their home world. So we finished with xenobiology. We can have a colonial clinic, which gives +2 to population, adjacent population hexes. Upgrade housing, planetary conversion, allow us to convert an unproductive tile into a useful one. We could upgrade agriculture. Interesting. Okay. So now what options do we have? Subspace scanning, improve our sensors, allowing us to detect subspace streams. We can unlock the frigate class ships, or allow us to start training a generation of new scientists. Let's go with frigate class ships, bigger ships. So this is good. Our what's it called? Our influence is overtaking this little colony right here. because it's a core world versus a colony. I don't really know what happens if our influence engulfs them. Maybe we eventually get them. And it looks like our flagship has also leveled up again. So let's see. We can give it even more crew quarters, increasing the health even further. We could increase the moves, or we can increase sensor range. Let's go with crew quarters, as I think we might have to fight eventually. So from 54 to 60 health, not bad. Okay. Event time. The Guilt Magnifier. As our ship glides through the silent vacuum of space, it stumbles upon a lost cargo container. Opening the container reveals an extraordinary device capable of amplifying guilty feelings. Our psychological analysts speculate that installing this guilt magnifier on a core world could drastically reduce crime rates. We might just found the galactic equivalent of a conscience. So we can store this in the vault, use it for later. We can break it down and get 1 durantium, or we can sell. I think we're going to store it for later. I feel like this is something Rick would store and save for an opportune time. It's not always about the money, I don't think. Okay, another event. Events are popping up all the time. A way to communicate. The corporations we hired to develop the Universal Translator has had a setback. They have a prototype which works, but is biased to use translations with the most negative connotations possible. Our diplomats warn that this will surely cause us embarrassment if it doesn't start a war. The corporation is confident that with more funding, they can resolve the issue. Negative is fine. We're mainly going to use it to declare war anyways. Give them more time to work on the project, or cancel the project. We'll do it ourselves. Oh, and it'll eat up 300 of our treasury. Well, we're not going to declare war on people just because. I don't really want to spend money on it. So maybe after we finish researching whatever we're researching, we'll do our own, our own universal translator. As you can see here is a quest for us, a quest for us to do. If we research the universal translator, we'll get 10 culture points. Speaking of which, let's look at how many points we have unlocked. 12. So this should, that's not enough to unlock any of these yet, but it might be enough to unlock. No, all these cost too much. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, that's good. Oh, look at that. So let's zoom out a little bit. Looks like so these red ones are durantium. So we got durantium in a couple different places. I do want to make those. I want to pump out those constructor ships a little faster than what we're doing right now. Not to mention, we're not getting. We need one right in our home system. Our home system has durantium, which is really great. So maybe we can rush some buildings. Let's see. Can I rush, please? Where's the rush option? Rush constructor. It'll cost us, what's it called? 1 control, and it'll cost 339. Let's do it. Okay. There we go. We have our first constructor. I want to kind of make it, seeing that there's no other races over here yet, I'm going to do it here to kind of like buffer ourselves from the Manti. So I'm going to rush it over here. And it looks like the shipyard is ready. Let's make some more colony ships, although they're recommending us make some fighting ships, which is a good idea. We got fighter options, bomber options, and a fighter options. This is based on what? Kinetic base attacks. This is beam attacks. And the military advisor is recommending the Molotov, the bomber types. Let's just go with more constructors, honestly. I want to get some more. Oh, I didn't do that properly. Let's see. Manage constructor. We need to gather more resources because there's lots of sitting resources out there. Another event. Tales from the corners of our empire dazzle and excite the people of our homeworld. Every detail of space travel, colonial life, and contact with aliens is endlessly fascinating to our citizens. In particular, our discovery of evidence of ancient alien civilizations has inspired many to believe that our own worlds host the remains of crashed alien ships. So, what options do we have? If true, those could be a wonder. We should search for them, sharing all news of our discoveries with our people. That will give us points to egalitarianism, or if true, those would be dangerous in the wrong hands. Find these wrecks, but keep our citizens away from them. I think that's what we would do. Okay, let's see. How's that looking? Yep, we have now engulfed here. Let's see what's happening here. Speak to. We don't need to speak to these guys yet. We can't even speak to them yet. Okay, so I think our flagship, that's our flagship, right? It's heading probably, nope, it's heading over here to a capsule. Okay. Let's just zoom out a little bit, see what's happening. Let's see. So we have enough culture points. Experimental technology. Unlock a prototype ship at your shipyard. Okay. So we have to gather 3 alien components. We have the vault, so that will reduce crime. And let's see, we have executive orders. We have a new one. Exploit resources. Costs us almost half of our control resource. That'll increase pollution, but also give us $250 right off the bat. We don't need that right now. So let's see, progressivism. Let's see, so spending 18 of our 18 culture points, plus 3 research after surveying an anomaly uncovers many new anomalies near our home world. Oh, cool. Or innovation. Citizens with the progressive trait generate +1 raw tech per turn. Let's do deep investigation. There we go. So let's see. Will that reveal it right now, or will it take a turn? We'll find out. Okay, so our constructor is finished moving to the area, and let's just take a look. All these non-colored ones are just stuff for research, but the red or the colored ones seem to be the actual resources. So let's make this right here. I can move it around, and that will be the area of control. I'm going to construct a starbase. I'm going to construct a mining starbase, so we'll be able to gather nearby resources. So let's do it. You know what I'm going to try to do? I'm going to try to move it actually over here in the hopes that maybe I can make in the future mining ships that will be able to mine it to the starbase and bring it back to our core world. We finished that. And let's see, we can do starbase modules. We can do defensive studies, or we can do Xeno research. Oh, we're going to do universal translator. That's what we're going to do. So let's make that mining starbase right here. Our miners have returned with rocky debris laced with telltale flicker of silvery gold, durantium. More dense and resilient than anything we've seen before, a steady supply will surely lead to new breakthroughs in ship design. Pretty cool. Our people have built permanent structures in space before, but nothing like this. This starbase is an extension to our very civilization. Everything we do, everything we are, can be found here. From it, we will surely extend our civilization even further. Okay. So this is our mining starbase. We could obviously rename it if we felt like it. Why don't we call it something? Actually, Starbase 1. So there are modules, and as you can see here, that is an actual resource. So used to upgrade specific things, in this case, a starbase. So this starbase will give us 0.1 durantium each turn or each month. I can spend a module slot, one of our 3 currently, and this will allow us to increase it by plus 0.1. So instead of every 10 turns, it'll be every 5 turns. Not bad, not great. I'm going to build it right now so we can increase our generation. As you can see here, 0.2 now. Okay, and what's happening here? Empty policy slot. So we got a new policy slot. So we saw Heart of the Empire, we saw IP theft and land exploitation. Now we got research grants, which education is the torch that will lead us into the next age and resolve the problems we find there. So better research, but then decreased income, or decrease our income slightly. And then I believe if it says plus 20% military, that means it makes military vehicles or ships faster, which is kind of important if we want to be warlike. Or we can do starship specifications. The rush to create will always result in an inferior product. Time and craftsmanship will ensure the quality of our ships is second to none. So we decrease our overall manufacturing, but then our ships that we create will have better hit points. Pretty good. Let's go with shipyard stimulus for better military. I don't think we'll have to fight, but remember, in creating the game, there are some aggressive cultures out there. So we'll do that. And there's our starbase right there. And as you can see, you have right there, those are our drones bringing back the Durantium. So as you can see here, there it is, pretty cool. And that'll bring it back to our empire. We have engulfed this area in influence, which is fine. Hopefully maybe we get to keep it. And anything interesting over here? No. Oh, but looks like what's this? Another minor world. I'd like to know how we interact with them. That'd be pretty cool. Doesn't look like we can talk. Oh, we need a universal translator. That's why. Okay. There we go. Okay, new event. Your flagship discovers an ancient artifact, a mysterious object imbued with immense power. This artifact can either be harnessed to provide a massive energy spike for our shipyards, or used to generate an aura of euphoria on a target planet, uplifting the mood of its inhabitants and providing a temporary boost to productivity. So we can save it, or we can make all of our worlds have increased manufacturing for 20 turns. Let's save it. Let's see, so our fighter ships are almost at Tatooine, which is great. Let's see. Oh, and it looks like we finished making the manufacturing district over here. So we have really high manufacturing. If you remember, this was originally like 2.9, now it's 6. So we basically doubled our manufacturing, which is fantastic. We need other things. Maybe we can get more citizens. I think the cap is only 9 citizens. We're almost the cap. So why don't we... Oh, we could put a slot right there. 11 turns. No. Let's find a place that we can make a... We need to increase... Oh, so we need to add a housing district. So let's see. Can I get housing? Not ideal. I thought I saw housing. Okay. So let's put a housing district right here. That'll give it +1 to the... to it right there. It's going to take 17 turns. Not ideal. Okay. Ryan Mai, the governor of Tatooine, has been falsely accused the Manti for all the issues on their world. From crime to disease, the rhetoric has begun to galvanize the anger on the world in a way that may be beneficial in the short term, but dangerous in diplomatic relations. It has now come to crossroads where the Manti expects you to denounce the hate speech, but this is likely to turn the anger against us. So we can support Ryan Mai, who has now caused us 2 problems, or we could denounce the governor. Let's see. You know what? Ryan Mai is causing us problems, so I'm going to denounce the governor, saying you're dumbass. So we lose loyalty, which means more bad stuff is going to happen for Ryan Mai, which I think we should really look at getting a new leader. But we will get +2 relations with the Manti, which will be good. Speaking of which, let's look at our leaders. We haven't had any new leaders in a while. I don't know why. I think maybe after 3 months, then we'll probably get a new leader. So let's take a look at our diplomats. Governor 47. 47. It's not great. So even though it was a relatively okay loyalty, bad stuff is still happening. Okay. So we got idle ships over here. Let's see. Can I? There we go. So we got these ships guarding Tatooine. Better than Alpharat's, which has nothing. Another event. A new generation has been born on Elysium, the first that are likely to live and die on distant worlds. How should we best prepare them for the future? So we gain a soldier citizen, a scientist citizen, or an entertainer citizen. Let's go with scientist citizens. Okay, perfect. And how close are we? Look at that. We've totally engulfed the influence there. That's fantastic. Okay, so it looks like Tatooine has finished making their manufacturing district over here. Let's see. Planes. Oh, our population is already at max, so we need a housing district as soon as possible. So let's do a housing district right here. Maybe 2 would be good. Okay. Another event. Your captain reports discovering a lost cargo container in the depths of space. Inside, they found a highly advanced device capable of poisoning an enemy planet's environment. What should be done with this dangerous technology? Store it? Let's take a look at our vault. Our vault now has a poison gas module, -10 to farming, approval 10%. So we could put it on Alpharats. And what? Farming would be bad. I think with the influence, we will eventually get this, so we don't have to worry about that. And you know what? I think I'm going to end the episode right here, as I think it's been quite a while. This is Galactic Civilizations 4. Once again, thanks Katie from Starduck, who was able to get me a key so I could share this with you. I'm going to be trying, I believe, some multiplayer with my best friend Hunter. And you will hopefully have an episode soon. I'm still learning the game. He has to learn the game, but we'll hopefully have some interesting gameplay of that, and you can see how bad I am really at this game and how much better he probably is than I am. Thanks for joining me today. Check out the rest of my channel for other videos on Galactic Civilizations 4, video games, board games, and other fun things. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.